guys, let's get our passports. She's still not gonna choose you, baby. I'm sorry.
Men are waking up and realizing the American woman mindset is altered, skewed. It's bad for business. It's bad for marriage. It's bad for life. Why is that? Because the modern day woman is very masculine. Society and the feminists have skewed and altered the matrix into having women believe get a good education and a good job and you don't need a man. And you're seeing the percentages and the numbers and the statistics go up. More and more people are single and less birth rates are happening in America. And men are tired of it. So what's happening now, men are getting passports and going overseas to find a woman, and American women are upset and sideways about it. Number one response is they can't handle us. And for once in your life, you're correct. They can't. Nobody else can handle you. And on top of that, nobody else wants to handle you. When a woman says this, nobody can handle me. That's why they're doing it. They're mad, they're bitter. What is the outcome that you want? Because if you're a woman that says you don't need a man, then you have no business commenting on this video and disagreeing with me.
So let me get this straight. Men are finally deciding they don't want to play the dating game here anymore. They're tired of being called toxic for wanting traditional relationships. They're tired of being treated like wallets with legs. And they're tired of dating apps where women think a relationship is just free dinner, free attention, and maybe a story for TikTok. So what do? They pack their bags and go overseas.
Welcome to the side of TikTok where instead of us as women tearing down our guys, our men, we actually uplift them, inspire them, motivate them, and hype them up. And along with that means learning how to submit to them, which is a new concept for a lot of women. The other day I had a situation where my man looked me in the eye and he said, I gotta tell you something. Not worried about it. I said, okay, what's going on? He goes, there's something on your Instagram that I wonder if you would take it down. And without hesitation, I said, yes, of course. What are we talking about? So I pull up my Instagram, he shows me what it was, and of my own free will, I decided to delete like 7 to 8 to 10 different posts. The thing about social media is it's such a big representation of us as people, whether you're a man or a woman, but you want to be a good representation of your partner. And I found that the person that I've evolved into, the woman that I've evolved into, is wanting to be seen as a wife and as a mother, because I'm not those things yet, but I'm working on them. And if he has a problem or an issue or any type of hesitation towards the way I represent myself on social media, I have no doubt that what he's doing is leading me in the right direction because I chose a man to lead me.
You go find a wife in the Philippines or Thailand or wherever these places are that are overseas. They're just happy to be rescued from their poverty-stricken life.
That in and of itself is racist. You see how quick the claws come out? The bitterness, the seething anger. Triggered that passport bros are finding happiness in foreign lands because she can't do the same.
And of course, modern women are furious. Suddenly, every man who gets on a plane is a villain. They're predators. They're insecure. They can't handle strong women. No, sweetheart. They just don't want to play a losing game anymore.
Okay, I am the problem.
What? A girl admitting is the world ending?
I went on a date with this guy and he was like, it's getting late. Do you want to come back to my place?
Did you try to shakalaka boom boom him at his place and he refused?
And I was like, sure, but I'm not going to sleep with you. Like,
that is not a problem. You don't want to give cookie, you don't give cookie. How are you the problem?
Like, that's not happening. And he was like, that's totally fine. Just come over. And I was like, cool.
Two adults having an international binding resolution agreement. I don't see any problem here. Lady, this is getting boring. What is the problem?
So I go to his place. He respects my wishes. He's so nice. He cuddles me all night. And I'm like,
Mamma mia. I can see the problem coming now.
are you gay? Like what?
Lady, are you Delulu? How does him respecting your wishes suddenly make him like ding dong?
And like, I just wanted him to like try, and then for me to be like, no, you know what I mean?
Jesus Christ, on the motorbike, lady, if you want to play games, go and download Candy Crush.
I wasn't gonna sleep with him. Now I feel ugly.
That is a you problem. But hey, I am glad you know you are the problem. Now go and solve yourself.
See, when women say they won't date a man under 6 feet tall or making less than 6 figures, that's called having standards. But when men say, I'd rather be with someone feminine, cooperative, and family-oriented, suddenly that's exploitation. Nah, that's just men having standards too.
I think that you should just be a slut.
Women, sleep with who you want to sleep with. Do it however much you want to.
I f***ed 3 dudes in one night.
I went to a party. I had sex with 3 different guys in one night. I cheated on my boyfriend with the guy I told him not to worry about.
If he goes on vacation with his boys, I am cheating.
I think women should stop sleeping with men, to be honest.
When I'm in a relationship, I don't believe in spending my money on my man.
Like many women, I didn't need a man to buy my house, to buy my car, or keep my lights on. I don't need you guys for anything.
I don't want a son because they're the problem.
I get to save myself financially. I can make myself happy. I can make myself orgasm. Like, what in the world could a dude offer me?
You don't need a man to make you feel better, babe. Do you know what you need? An iced coffee.
Independent and your own money and I don't need no man because men ain't.
I don't need no man.
Here's the real truth. Men are going overseas because women there still value traditional roles. They want to be wives. They see family as a blessing, not a burden. They don't think cooking dinner for their husband is slavery. And they don't measure love in how many Instagram followers you have.
Men are so superficial.
Would you date a guy that's shorter than you?
Absolutely not. I'd at least 6'2".
At least 6'2".
Yeah.
How tall are you?
5'5".
5'5".
Yeah.
So 6'2".
Well, 5'6", 5'5".
6'2" bare minimum.
Yeah, I just like tall dudes.
What I hate most about dating right now, men texting me thinking we're gonna invite me somewhere and spend some money on me. I'm just gonna be.
Meanwhile, back home, men are told they're trash for not being millionaires by 30, creeps if they say hello in public, and misogynists if they don't worship at the altar of girl boss culture.
The passport bros seem to be a hot commodity nowadays, so let's just go ahead and get straight into it. This is another case of black women not minding their business. Y'all didn't care about meal order brides until black men happened to make it popular, but of course you feel entitled to being the BBC commander when something no longer benefits you, although these are the same men that you said you didn't want, didn't need, and they are broke. I'm gonna be honest, going overseas to travel frequently and live does not equate to broke. But then again, this just simply speaks to the delusion and hypocrisy of women. These men have been very clear in their message. They've said time and time again they wanted wives, someone they could build with, start their family with, someone they could create a legacy with. What y'all heard was they wanted someone that they can control. Y'all minimize being a wife simply down to being a slave, even so much as telling those other women overseas that they're uneducated and practicing sex tourism. And in turn, a lot of y'all have took your degree and traded it in for an OnlyFans profile. Nobody said anything when women were going to Dubai. We know why you were going. Nobody said anything when women were flying state to state getting flued out. We know what you were doing. Nobody said anything when Nigerian and Jamaican men needed green cards and y'all started falsifying marriage documents so you could drive your Range Rover with your red bottoms. Let's just call a spade a spade. Y'all wanted the option to go back to these men after the man that you really wanted was done dragging you through the mud.
But sure, men are the problem. Not the endless entitlement, not the dating apps that turned relationships into shopping carts, not the "my man better pay all my bills while I give bare minimum effort" attitude. Nope. Definitely not that.
What do you suggest the women in the West do if everyone's advice is for men in the West to look elsewhere for a wife? What happens to all the women in the West then?
Well, that one study we referenced that said by 2030, 50% of the women will be without a man. So that's the direction we're heading. Because the men that are looking for those traditional values are starting to go overseas, and then the other half of the men are just checking out completely. They don't want to deal with women at all. So this is going to be a big issue that women are going to deal with in the future as their options dwindle.
Here's what's funny though, every time a man gets on that plane, you'll see women online suddenly panic. Oh, those women only want you for a visa. They'll use you. Hold on. If foreign women are supposedly only after his money, then what were you after when you demanded $200 dates and vacations just to get to know each other? The truth is, men are realizing something life-changing. They don't have to settle for being second choice. They don't have to date women who see relationships as a cash grab. They can go find women who still appreciate respect, loyalty, and partnership. So yeah, men are going overseas. And while modern women are panicking, screaming, and making TikToks about it, the men are smiling, sipping coconut water on the beach, and finally enjoying peace.
And that wraps up today's episode of Manosphere Daily.
If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.